Oh man, I gotta turn this stuff off in the background. I can't play that. All right, hold on. Oh man. Okay. All right, it's off. It's copyright and stuff, and they'll flag me for it. I don't think you can hear much of it. How are you? I'm the Mancow. Welcome to the program tonight. We got an incredible show, I think, for you tonight, and we're ready. And this is a gift from Ron Onesti from Arcada Theater. I'd like to bang a drum and get it on. And I got adventures with Ron to talk about, and adventures with Billy Corgan in Vegas, the Smashing Pumpkins to talk about, and a little bit. I'm going to talk about your mom a little bit, and what else am I going to talk about? Bigfoot and space aliens, and this little station, this little startup, News Nation, has been beating CNN, and they're the only ones that are covering a lot of candidates the mainstream media don't want you to want anybody to cover, and that's RFK Jr. and this, I can't remember the guy's name, this Republican guy that's running. I think he's from India, where his family is back in the day. I like some of what I've heard him say, but nobody will cover him because the Bidens don't want these things covered. RFK saying some interesting stuff. And by the way, he's this, he says this, and he says this. And what does he say? Show me the proof. Show me the proof. Let's argue about it. Let's talk about it. Isn't that America? Let's talk about it. Can we talk? No, it's just information. I'm just looking back at my Instagram and other stuff, and all the stuff that I said that is now true that they flagged me about. Things like the computer. They say, it's not real. That's not real. I got flagged for it numerous times. Turns out the Hunter Biden computer, it was real. And do you ever read what the fact people, the fact checkers, the communist algorithms, you ever notice what they say? Well, Joe Biden, he wasn't wearing a blue shirt on that day, so we got to blur this out. Bullshit. It's so obvious. What's this guy's name? Do you know this guy? Carrie? Or is it a girl? Girl. Carrie Gaffney. Okay, hi. I want to say redheaded Barbie Capone. I want to say hi to Adam the Magician. I want to say hi to little Elvis in Nashville. I want to say hi to Billy Corgan. Who's watching? Chicken Face. I want to say hi to, I don't know. Like I said, your mother. I have video. We didn't put it up, but this is the North Korean sub that surfaced when I was, you do have it. North Korean sub that surfaced when I was going around Korea. And that's enough. And I'm invincible. And you just realize at any moment your life could be taken. I got a friend that called me up. Oh man, I think it's because of. Anyway, a lot of death. I think was not on accident. A lot of death. Man, I didn't listen to you. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't. They say I got 2 days to live, man. I love you. You're one of the best friends. I'm sorry, I'm emotional, dude. You're gone in 2 days. It's okay to be emotional. My other friend, Claude, knew he was sick. From what I understand, didn't tell anybody. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I pray for a quick death every single day. I pray for a quick, actually, it's funny. Father Caswell said, you want a holy death. You want a holy death. You don't want to be, some guy doesn't want to be with a prostitute and die at that moment. Not me. But I'm just saying, you want a holy death. So let me just die instantly when I'm at church. That'll be fine. This is my wife when she was on with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Oh, this is my friend Doc Mack, runs the world's biggest arcade, Galloping Ghost. If you have kids, you should take them there. And we went to the Ultraman Godzilla convention, and I bought these for Doc. You think he'll like him? He only wears black, but aren't these cool? So can you tell me what happened?
It says your mic is out.
My mic is out? I can hear myself. Everyone can see and hear you, it says on our end. Can you hear me now?
Try it now.
Hello, can you hear me now?
No. Where can you not hear him? Because he's getting
okay.
That it can be heard.
It says here everybody can hear and see me.
Go on. He says, go on.
What?
He says, go on if he's the only one who can't hear you.
Okay, well, we got to do something. Can you come over here and reset the mic?
No, he can't hear you. You said everybody else can.
Well, it says here you're in the show. Can someone send us a message they can hear us? Well, we might as well shut it down and start it up, right?
You're back on. We're good.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay. But how do I know if everything I just did wasn't heard? Was it heard or not, or you just didn't hear it?
It's very possible I just didn't hear it. Sorry about that.
That's good. That's good. I forget where I was. I don't know where I was. I don't know. But, I mean, shouldn't we be getting messages? We always get messages. Shouldn't somebody have said they couldn't hear me or they can hear me? Because I held up this message. Oh, we heard it all. Okay. All right. From Front Row Productions. Okay. All right. Mancow, don't you want to do it every day? If we did it every day, we could monetize it. Every day. We can do it every day. Don't you miss it? Don't you? No! Shit, what was that? Embarrassing. I like being professional, guys. I never, you know, if you heard me with my pants down, if you heard me get caught, it was on purpose. It was part of a gag. I don't like this. This is really unprofessional. And that's not what I do. My man Cal Muller. Not some shithead. Not every asshole has every asshole head has a podcast. Everybody. The busboy, I got a podcast. Hey. We can't do better than this? I'm serious. This is a joke. All right. By the way, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Talking to my friend Vicky earlier, you're angry. You're angry. Oh, you're angry. You're angry. I'm not. Any emotion now is frustration. Anything is anger. I'm frustrated. I'm whatever. You're angry. I went to take some cash out. I was going to Vegas. I had some other things to do. I wanted to pay some Mexican guys do some work around here, and I wanted some cash. Yeah. My bank, BMO. What do you do? What? What do you do? What do you do? What? What do you do? Hey, I want my money. Okay. You getting angry? No. I'm not your chum. I got my money in this bank. I want to take some cash out. By the way, I called 10 days ahead of time. You can't just get cash now. Do you know that? You can't just show up and get cash, your cash out of the bank. So what are you doing for a living? I'm self-employed. Yeah, I can't accept that. You do a little podcast, right? You make any money doing that? What is going on here? What are you doing with a big smile on your face? This is all real at BMO. Well, I'm going to have to talk to the manager. Hey, listen, I called 10 days ago. I called 5 days ago. This is the third time this has happened to me. I want my money or I'll go to another bank. Called my accountant, Lawrence J. Saldinger, and he said, "Now you're in the wrong. They got to tell the government anytime you take out cash, you got to fill out the forms." Wow. Anything over $10,000. So then BMO calls me. Is it BMO? Is that what they say? BMO. Hey, so, we have forms and we just, what do you do? Hey, I just went through this at the bank and I'm not going to do it with you. My wife, calm down. Why we got to apologize all the time? Okay? I got some guy there that talked me into doing this show. I didn't want to do this. Like, big Mancow fan, do it. I want you to do it. And everything's a cluster. We got one show. We do what, 1 or 2 a month? And I show some emotion. Oh, he's angry. He's angry. Yeah, I don't know. I expect a little, I don't know, pride. Go to a restaurant. I don't want onions on my, that's the way we do it. What? Nobody can do jack shit anymore, man. It's unbelievable. Just zombies. Is it the plague? Is it this? What happened? I went into a restaurant, and I hate the vibrating platter dinner plate thing they give you. Your table's ready. The girl goes, can I get your number? Hey, you're a good-looking chick. My wife's right over there. Easy. Nothing. Did I wake up on a different planet? Tell me you feel this. Like it's a joke. We're humans. We can feel. We can scream. We can smile. We can laugh. Everybody's in the doldrums. Oh. Is it because of the America now? Or is it because of the America we know that's coming that everybody's so miserable? Is that it? Oh, this is over, man. The kids, Brandon Johnson, you see the kids in the crowd jumping up and down in the cars, pulling people, beating them up, killing. It's just a crowd, just kids. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, stupid. Biden's great. Yeah. Yeah. And people, there's people with more government. Who are these people? I want more interference. I got a sticker, a tag, a license. I want to have I got a little piece of land with, my friend Al Steppen has a little piece of land, put a beehive out there. You got to go to the government. You know that there is no life on earth without bees. You want a beehive? You got to go to City Hall and get a sticker and a license to save the planet. The kids in the Congo digging in the dirt with their hands, get the precious minerals, the precious metals for the Chinese masters so you can have your big battery. I'm not burning gas. It's worse, but I don't care because I virtue signal. Jamie Foxx, do you see him labeled an anti-Semite? I still don't get it. If you didn't see it, Jamie Foxx, or is that Jamie Foxx? I don't know. The head's different. He looks different, but he's been sick. I wonder why he got sick. I wonder why all these people. I wonder what's going on. I don't know. No, nothing to say. Mancow, you're angry. I want my money. It's my money. What are you doing? You doing a podcast now? You getting money? You getting kind of money? You get money for that? Hey, who are you? And this is at BMO. Yeah, you doing a podcast? And yeah. 16th District of Chicago has 14 officers. You've seen all the death and killing. 14 officers. The mayor, card-carrying communist. Baltimore rent is down like 60%, or the value of buildings is down like 60%. That's Chicago. And I got Bob Fioretti and I don't know, Vallis, I think, and McCarthy, all these names, I don't know which one's which, but just basically talking to all these guys, you better move. Well, let's see what happens. You want to see what's going to happen? Those are the people. They loaded them up in the boxcars. Wait and see. I don't know. They're spray painting on the front of your business. Get out of here. We'll wait and see. I'm going to take a wait and see attitude. Man, can you imagine having commercial property in Chicago? I'll wait and see. Fioretti, my buddy. I'm gonna wait and see. We'll see what happens. What is your wife got to be? What? She got to be attacked? What? You don't see all the shit that's going on? You don't see it? Why don't we have more businesses here that reflect? Why don't we? If we could only have more programs, if we could only give more of our money, if we had a carbon tax, we would. 16th District of Chicago, 14 cops. Mayor Brandon, the communist, 149 cops. Look it up. Hey, hold on. Hold on. You hear that? You see that? Hold. Just a group of people. Just a group. Yeah, looting and yeah, just hold on. Hold. Okay, yeah. And people say, well, Chicago, big middle finger, you voted for it. Well, can't argue with them. I mean, if you believe the elections are real. Let's start the show. I got a great guest. I want to get to the guest. This is the Lion's Den. I hope you know before you tuned in. This is where the angel and devils fight. And they're just upsides. And I'm me, part man, part monkey, part mystery. And the angels and devils are playing big over my personality. Let the show begin. Let's do this. Can you hear me? Oh, the music goes up and down. Oh no, the mayor's a communist. Okay. All right. Let's go to Blurry Creatures. Hey, Nate.
Hey, what's going on, Mancow? How you doing?
Did you see the beginning of the show?
I did.
And I want your honest thoughts.
I only saw the professional part, so we're good.
No, what? I mean,
it was great.
Were you able to hear me?
Yeah, I like your rant. It's good. I often wonder what I would do, how would we do the podcast if we didn't have anybody on. So I was just enjoying it. I was loving it.
You don't need that other. Is it Luke, the other guy?
Yeah.
You don't need that jerk off. You.
No, you making jokes? I don't know what those are.
No, that's a yes. That's funny. Yes. What is this a joke?
Yeah.
Yes, that's my attempt. Anyway, Nate, you're here. Can you move over just for a second? I just want to see. I love your logo. Can you move out of the way for a second? Yeah. So I'm a big fan of the podcast. I got a lot of attention being on your show. Talked about Bigfoot. News Nation is covering this stuff. And look, Fox and CNN and all these others are not carrying it. Senate hearings on UFOs, Nate. Senate hearings. And like I said, I've been a little bit behind the scenes. In fact, I can't tell you how much I know, at least not on this forum. But the government doesn't want this stuff broadcast. And this is the left and the right together, like we've never seen them before, admitting that there are UFOs, admitting that they have, 4 navigators, 4 pilots? Is that what they said? Or more?
I mean, he said more. You talking about Grush? Yeah.
Yeah, but so don't you want to see him? Now, people have asked me, do you believe in the 911 call and the video and everything from Vegas? Nate, I ask you.
Yeah, I mean, we get that stuff sent to us all the time, and
I know.
I think it's happening more and more. It's really hard in this AI generation of people can make fake stuff. So I mean, half the stuff people send us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of channels that post the fake stuff, and they know it's fake. So I think there is a level of integrity you have to try to vet this stuff as much as you can before you put it out there.
I was in Vegas.
Okay.
I investigated. I think it's real.
I think it is too.
Okay. So the Vegas thing, let's start there, is real. Now, have you also been getting the tall giant with the beard? The old photo with the beard? I mean, that's such nonsense. And my friend Dave Salvaggio, Dave, I love you. And Robert Fleischman's another one. But I got these buddies, and you'll see Hitler standing by a pyramid with a UFO. And they're like, you see?
Yeah.
It's all created. It's all fake. All these photos now, the Nazis hanging out with space aliens. I don't believe any of it. I do believe we've been visited. What happened? I do believe we've been visited. I do believe we're being visited. And I do think something big is coming.
Yeah, it's funny because you say that, because I bought this book off eBay. It's from the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
It's about giants and dinosaur prints in the same chunk of dirt that's fossilized.
Right.
And that's what I try to do. I try to find some of that old stuff, but it's fascinating, these old books, these guys. And so I was talking to my buddy who lives down in Texas. I said, hey, I got this book off eBay. Supposedly there's dinosaur prints and these 22-inch tracks going through the mud. He's like, dude, I live a half an hour from there. I'll go down there. So he goes down there and investigates. He goes down there and investigates. And I have this book right here, and I pulled it off eBay for like $30. And he said he went to this museum that's there. And in the 80s, a bunch of government people came and chipped out the human footprints, which were giants, and kept the dinos, right? And this is the story that we hear all the time, is that there's this evidence of this alternate history that's constantly being fooled with. And now that AI is here, it's difficult. So I like to go back to some of this old stuff. But there's some photos in here. You can see them. And these guys spent like 10 years documenting this.
Hold one up.
Let's see if I can get one. A good one.
So you're talking about the Nephilim. You're talking about the giants. The Bible tells us they existed. I do believe giants existed.
See if I can find the good one.
I am not Nate. I know you just did the same tour I did, and boy, did I fall in love with Peru. I was ready to move there, and our boy Timothy Alberino said, "Yeah, calm down a minute. You can't deal with the knuckleheads of Chicago. They had tanks on the street during COVID. Women were allowed out one day a week in Peru."
All right, so see that right there?
Right. Oh yeah.
That's a 20. That's a 20.
Move it over a little bit.
This way.
Yeah. Okay. No, I got it. Yeah.
You can see that. So you
go back again. Move it over again. That was great. Look at that footprint, folks. So this is a fossil of someone big.
Next to dinosaur prints. So
yeah,
this is from 1971, on July 10th. This doctor goes down there and takes all these, and he's trying to prove that humanoid creatures and dinosaurs coexisted at the same time.
So what were they? What were the Nephilim? I think they were the sons of gods, right? They were the fallen angels, impregnated women.
Yeah.
I think the earth,
the demigods, the demigods of Greek mythology were called the Nephilim in the biblical tradition, and we talk a lot about that on our show. We kind of, I grew up in the church. I grew up in all these different Christian circles, and nobody ever talked about this. And then, sort of in my early 30s, there started to be some guys that were talking about it. It just blew me away. It was so fascinating. This answers so many questions that a lot of us church kids didn't get growing up.
I'm a church kid.
Yeah.
I also studied to be a minister, and I want to tell you, brother, I saw someone attack Timothy Alberino, Birthright. I have his book here.
Let's go. Yeah, we went to Peru with Tim, so we just got a heavy dose of Tim Alberino.
Yeah, that may be too much of Timothy. No. No, he's great. But excuse me. This is a new thing I got. I love this.
Look at that. I need to deck out my my studio.
This has nothing to do with the show. This is just my whole house is a museum.
It's just going.
And okay, so where were we? I don't believe any of this. But I don't believe any of this. I think the giants may have helped with these giant stones. When I hear things like, "Oh, well, human beings couldn't have built the pyramids," I think they did. Human beings couldn't have built Machu Picchu. They did. I saw where they carved them out. I moved a big rock. You probably did too with one hand. They had endless slave labor in 100 years to build something. If we had 100 years of endless slave labor, we could build the pyramids. You can't slide a piece of paper between them. It's unbelievable. You can't. Yeah. They sanded them down, two flat pieces of rock together. You can't slide a piece of paper between them. We can't do that today. And I just think it's nonsense.
Well, I think the hard part is you have like three. You kind of have like three different dynasties all in one, right? So it's like, imagine you buy your grandfather's farmhouse. Right? There's things that he knew how to do on that house that you don't know how to do. And imagine some of these ancient places. You had the Nephilim that built the bones of some of these places. And then
the lower you get, the more advanced it is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not getting, every generation since the first generation has believed they're the smartest.
Yeah.
And brother, you pick up, and I've talked about this for many years, but I picked up a 4th grade reading book, a 4th grade public school book from the 1940s. Okay.
Oh, man,
and it's college level senior now. I mean, you're about ready to graduate now. They have dumbed us down. I was in MTV with the meetings where, we want to promote, everything's going to promote being interracial love. That's this year. And I was in another meeting where we want to promote, and basically it's social engineering. I've been to the tops of these meetings, but everything's dumbing down. Everything is dumbing down. And I mean, listen to rap music. Listen to how stupid it is. And then go back and listen, man, go back. Here, let me show you something. Okay, this is Road to Morocco, a 78. Okay, I got the brand new David Bowie record, Moonbeam Daydream. Okay, it doesn't sound half as good as this. A 78. Okay, and it's heavy, and it was meant to last. And you go back and look at the Hope and Crosby. Look at the intelligence of it. And yes, I ran into Chubby Checker, and the twist isn't the smartest thing ever recorded. But yo, bitch, get out the way, bitch. Yo, I mean, it's stupid.
I know,
and it's by design. They want us dumb.
We talked about how like the algorithm, the algorithm of TikTok favors dumb stuff here and not in China. Supposedly, if you're in China, it rewards more productive citizens, and here it rewards more idiotic behavior. So the dumber your dance moves and all the other stuff, it's like that gets all the likes and the attention. So the algorithm actually, if you think about it, how do you destroy America? Well, you can just use these stupid apps and reward the youth for being dumb. I
mean, the stupid dances and I am shocked at the stuff that they pimp and promote that I put out. The dumbest of the stuff gets hit.
It's a strange time to be a human being, that's for sure. I mean, I can't even imagine like going back. Did you see that video? I think it was in the interviewing kids in the 50s about computers and how it's going to destroy.
Were they right on?
They were right on. They're like, I don't think that's a good thing. Soon people are going to have any jobs and all this other stuff. And it was.
I think social media is the worst. Well, I don't know. Certainly in my lifetime, the worst thing that's happened to mankind.
Yeah, where's Tom from MySpace? We need to bring him back. Yeah. He was cool.
And statutory rape. Who would rape a statue? I read about that. What a creepy bastard. And Biden wants us to pay for student loans. If you get a degree that you can't pay for, I mean, come on. And I mean, here I am running a lap in a race I long forgot. I don't even know why I'm doing this. We were up to 2 million people, and then Joe Biden is not a pedophile. Fact checkers, you lose 2 million people. Then I was up to 177,000, which you can monetize. The Hunter Biden laptop has been misproven. So then I started again. And it doesn't. And I never said Biden was a pedophile. I never.
You just did.
I had a picture of. No, I didn't say that. I'm not saying it. But the daughters, some of the daughters' diary stuff, if it's to be believed. But the Hunter Biden and the boa and all that, you can't show that. Couldn't show that. Couldn't question this stuff. And January 6th, get him. Put him in jail forever. BLM Antifa. I saw him burn Chicago twice.
Where were they?
A cokehead at the White House? No clue.
Yeah, I know. The day that happened on Twitter, I was just watching some of the videos as it was happening.
Yeah.
And it felt like theater. I was trying to tell some friends, I was like, are you watching this? This does not feel it looks like extras in a movie, waving flags, shaking their fists.
We're not saying that, Nate. We're just saying it looked like that. And you understand why I'm saying that. Let me say something else. And I have brought this up on this podcast before. Have you looked at anything with Putin and thought it's fake? Like there's stuff. I mean, I'm looking at videos of him, official videos, and it's not real. It's CGI. To me. Look at some of the Putin videos. Look at his eyes and stuff. It looks animated. It doesn't look, or it's a double or something.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm constantly dealing with that on our show.
And the great sculptors here. He sculpted. You see the Kirk head and some of the other stuff he sculpted. Anyway, he's just joining the studio audience. Come on in, brother.
I love it.
Yeah, and he's a big fan of yours. What episode, Nate, was mine of Blurry Creatures?
That is a great question.
Thank you.
I should have known that.
Yeah, you should have. Simon Pegg. Do you know who that is? He's in the Star Trek movies. He plays Montgomery Scott, and he's also in all the Mission Impossible movies. He's a big fan of this show. So hello to Simon Pegg. We talk about AI. What about human intelligence? Why don't we work on that?
Episode 164.
164 is the Mancow episode about the Mo monster.
That's right.
So I was in Vegas and someone said you're going to regret this in the morning. So you know what you do? You sleep till noon, Nate. I saw the Smashing Pumpkins. Do we have anything you can show Mr. Nudie? I was with the Smashing Pumpkins on tour with them again. I'm jumping back on tour with them. They have never sounded better. James Iha back with the band for 5 years, and it is gelling. He's got a new 15-pound vinyl set out, a masterpiece, a rock opera called Atum, A-T-U-M, and it's had 3 top 40 hits off of it, and you should explore that if you can on Spotify. We have pictures, we have video, and I'll just keep talking. There you go. That's me looking up at the genius Billy Corgan. As now, do you see the patch he has?
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
Why?
So we'll talk about it. He likes to goose people. He likes. Why would he have that patch? No reason. Just so you'll say, why would he have that patch? Do you think that we will have?
I always wondered if that's what those guys did. Oh,
he has fun. If you're gonna be a superstar, why not have fun doing it? Yeah. I did have. I'm in at the Cosmopolitan. And Foo Fighters and Pearl Jam and Dave Matthews are way bigger than the Pumpkins. Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? The incendiary drumming of a Jimmy Chamberlain, the greatest living drummer on earth? The shreds of James Iha, Japan's finest guitar player, the genius of Billy Corgan. How stupid. I just went crazy and everybody jumped in. And I mean, and then he's like, well, the Rolling Stones are bigger. The Rolling Stones bigger than the Pumpkins? I don't think so. People are, well, I think they are bigger. No, they're, and I, just because I'm their friend, I'm just having fun. Yeah. It was really great fun. Okay. I love it. So let's get back. What's something that I've heard a lot about here. Oh God, help me. I've had a lot of calls on this. The big bird. The big bird thing, the Richard Gere movie, Gere movie, not the Hollowman. It's seen all over Chicago. I've got, and I mean, people are serious.
Oh, the Mothman.
Okay, what's your take on the Mothman?
Dude, we have some crazy stories about the Mothman. It's actually spotted a lot by the Chicago airport of all places. That's kind of one of those things that's
Nate. Yeah, Nate is blurry. Nate, there is no way. I've had little kids, old ladies, everybody, people that don't give a shit or know who Mancow is, and they seen it. This is a commonly seen thing in Chicago, and exactly what you're talking about by the airport. The Mothman. Is it a giant? Is it a giant sick bird?
No. So
what is the Mothman?
So the Mothman is. So we interviewed a guy that did a documentary on the Mothman. You can look him up. He has he's got a channel called Small Town Monsters.
Yeah.
He Seth Breedlove. He did a show on we did a show with him, and he that was one of his like breakthrough documentaries was on the Mothman. I watched it. It's interesting. Some people say it's associated with tragedy. So when something bad is about to happen, Mothman shows up, which that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Yeah. We interviewed a guy in Texas who had a museum, kind of like a cryptid museum, Giants museum. He said this lady came in and told him a story. 3 times she hit Mothman with her car. The one time she hit this thing, she said it was it's basically like a giant flying bat demon that has red glowing eyes and smells like hell. Smells like sulfur. She goes over and tries to get this thing she doesn't know what happened. This truck driver pulls over. He's yelling at her. Don't go near that thing. I saw what you hit. And she's trying to like make sense of what's going on. I think this was the second time she hit it. She's like, I can't believe I hit this thing again. Which is bananas. The fact that if you buy the story, and she said it just smelled like sulfur, like it just came out of deep underground. Or
so this is supernatural. It's a supernatural creature.
Well, that's the hard part about that's kind of why I started doing our show. I don't know.
Is it from center Earth?
Well, these things are physical, so it's like,
do
they have abilities that we don't have? For sure.
Was our Bible talking about things that were physical? And when you see, our different politicians for some reason go in the middle of Antarctica, and you hear, you remember what Admiral Byrd said and all the things you've heard about a center Earth. Tolkien may have been in that society where they talked about that. Yeah, I do think there's a subterranean something to this planet. Well, of course, in the Bible, it's hell. And by the way, Nate, I want to say something about you being a Bible boy, and me too. Have you seen Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers yet?
No.
Okay. Well, you don't need to. Let me just tell you this, okay? I don't, and I didn't have. I was looking for Alberino's book, but I wanted to make a point I had the book. I always have. Anyway, I wanted to make a point, and the point was that it doesn't matter. I saw someone attacking Alberino. Okay. Yeah. I don't think any of this is anti-Jesus. I don't see how it's anti-God.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Jesus says, there it is. I have other sheep not of this flock to visit. Right?
Mm.
Now you're like, you're stonewalling me or something. You're like,
no,
you're
I'm listening.
Reacting.
I'm listening.
No, but I mean, we don't think God. It's infinite.
Yeah.
God is timeless.
Mm-hmm.
We don't think God could have put life on another planet.
Well, yeah, the Bible isn't an encyclopedia of creatures. It doesn't tell you everything that ever existed.
Yeah.
It doesn't lay it all out.
We don't think Bigfoot could be an interdimensional thing. We don't think that Mothman. How does that discount God?
Yeah.
Why do people get so angry?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think.
And on the 8th day, God created Mothman. It doesn't say that. So.
Well, I think the most outside of the box that a lot of church folks get is demons. That's really the only thing that they know. They know angels and demons. They don't really know a lot about those characters.
Yeah.
But a demon, according to like scriptures, is more of a spirit. It's a spirit. Yeah. It's a bastard spirit. So like we're talking about,
we know they can enter in people.
Well, that's why they want to enter in people.
And sure, they want to walk around.
They were at one point in a body of some kind, and then they lost it. You know?
I know from interviewing the Pope's Exorcist that, and I don't recommend the movie. Do not watch the movie. But my friend Russell is in it. Russell Crowe, but Gabriel Amarth and Malachi Martin and all these people I interviewed, and William Peter Blatty, who wrote The Exorcist, who was a comedy writer. But they all talk about the demons. Talk about it's warm. It's warm. Oh, it's warm. Wherever they're from, they like getting in us, and they like walking around, and and if you have demonic, and I've met people that are demonically either possessed or influenced, and they like what you read. They read over your shoulder. They watch the TV shows. They can quote the Bible.
Yeah.
No. So I mean, that's what the giants are. They were these.
Yeah. Yeah, the spirits of the giants. And, if you take that.
What was the movie where Barbara Hershey was impregnated by a demon? Not demon seed. Whatever. No, there have been movies about this. So that's what happened, right? So what? No, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about the Book of Enoch a lot on our show, and that's kind of where you get a lot of this.
The Book of what?
The Book of Enoch.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
predates the Bible. Jesus, I love that too from Christians. Well, you can't talk about the Book of Enoch. Jesus quoted the Book of Enoch.
Peter did. Jude did.
I mean, this is what they're walking around quoting. Oh, I don't know about the Book of Enoch. Yeah, well, it's prehistory. It's pre-Bible history.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think on our show we've tried to take
the entity. I think it was called The Entity. Yeah.
We've tried to piece together like all the blurry creatures out there, and you kind of need a Rolodex to speak to the sort of the 80s vibe we have on our show because we're 80s
Which one do you think is real?
I think.
You think Bigfoot's real?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, you know 100%. I do.
Yeah, you've seen him.
I don't know what it is.
The thing about Bigfoot is there's probably different types.
Why is the music playing? Are they cutting us off?
It's making it suspenseful when I'm talking.
I see. All right. Well, that's great.
Creating
that's great.
suspense.
Okay. All right.
Deep in the woods, Bigfoot is out there.
Boo.
No, I mean, I've been listening to Bigfoot encounters for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's almost boring at this point. Yeah. Oh yeah.
How good was my encounter?
It was great. I mean, you had one of those encounters that I think a lot of people wish they had, especially in the Bigfoot space. You had we brought the Bigfoot scientist on our show, Jeff Meldrum, who has the cast, and he's dying to see one. He's been in this space decades and still hasn't seen one. So your encounter is rare. It's very
UFOs,
rare.
These undocumented aviators. Do you think they'll get welfare? Is that what they're setting us up for? Do you think that they are setting us up to explain the rapture as space alien abductions? And do you believe John 3:16?
I do.
Well, then you're fine. Then you're fine. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's really difficult because on our show, we've got a lot of people who are flat earthers who don't believe in space.
Do you believe in a flat Earth?
I don't believe in a flat Earth. No,
I don't either. Do you believe the moon landing was faked?
I believe whatever they aired to us was fake, but that doesn't mean they didn't go.
Well, I always believed we went to the moon, and I still don't know where I'm at. Okay, But it is interesting. I mean, you saw
What if they
it.
did
I
both?
saw it.
What if they showed us the Hollywood movie, but they went and did something else, and they showed us
Well,
the who knows?
I will just say NASA saying a year or so ago, we can't go there now. We don't have the technology to go there.
There's something
Wait,
weird.
you don't have technology in 2022 or 23. If you take a selfie and you got no one else in your life, is that a family photo? Do you find it interesting that our government didn't do anything to stop fentanyl, but we're worked up over ivermectin? Does that tell you anything? And people want more? People want more government. Have they been to the post office? Have they dealt with the IRS? Have they had a speeding ticket? Have they gotten the lights clicking? I want more of that. Yeah, have you tried to get money out of the bank and the government? Hey, why? Wait a minute. What are you doing? Your money. It's going to be fun when it's cashless and guys like you and I ask questions and they go, delete. Yeah.
Sucks. I know, right?
I watched. I was
going
going
to go buy a bunch of stuff. Should we start prepping, Mancow?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Well, I think getting a piece of
Well,
land.
to get back, to get back to your other questions, like I think the answer often on our show is D, all the above.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe we went to the moon. Maybe we didn't go to the moon.
Yeah.
Maybe we did an alternate. I think it's more like D. Like we sent some guys to the moon in some sort of reverse engineered tech to communicate with whatever was on the moon. There was a reason why, more than just bankrupting the Soviets, that maybe we were interested in that. I think everything's kind of a smokescreen, and then there's like a real reason underneath that. So everything's complicated.
When did the space aliens first show up?
So I think Roswell is like the most documented.
Yeah.
When they rolled onto the scene.
I think late 1800s. Do you think there's I've again, really serious people not into any of this stuff talk about.
Well, I could talk to you
being
about
out in the middle of the ocean and seeing entire cities, what looks like entire cities of lights and things underneath the.
It's not a modern phenomenon.
Yeah.
So we brought on this lady on a show, Dr. Diana Pasulka. She wrote a book called American Cosmic. She is Catholic. She got access to the Vatican archives. She had to wear the gloves and go in with like a priest, and it was a very big deal. She said there's an entire wing in the Vatican archives dedicated to UFOs. This is not a modern. It's not a modern thing. And I think you have a lot of Christians and you have a lot of people who are like, this is just Hollywood. This is just smoke and mirrors. This is a psyop. And I'm like, no. You have it. It's been documented for hundreds of years. And
thousands.
So, and the government isn't coming out.
Nate, have you been to the Vatican?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so I paid for a private tour guide, and I think at the time it was $50 or $75
went to
an hour.
St. Peter's and went inside
and my wife is like, "Are you out of your mind? $50 an hour? Are you crazy?" And I got this tour guide, and the guy was like the best. Okay, and it was worth every dime. And there I am with Roger Waters and his girlfriend. Roger Waters was in a band called Pink Floyd. Mm-hmm. I was not traveling with him. I didn't know it was going to be him. And we're walking through a yard, and it's just beautiful. You'll remember this beautiful black shiny tub, and they said that doesn't exist anywhere on Earth, but it was one of the Pope's tubs. But that rock, we don't know what it's from. Maybe a meteorite or something. And that happened a couple of times. Wait a minute, we have a rock that doesn't exist anywhere in the universe that we know of, and it's a Pope tub.
Interesting.
How about the big canvas? This is what fascinates me. How about the big canvas at the Vatican? It's the biggest single canvas painting.
Yeah,
and they're all eating croissants. And this is when they chased Islam out of Vienna, I think. And the croissant roll, people think it's French, but what it was to give, it was an anti-Islamic statement. It's the crescent moon, the symbol of Islam, and you can see, and that's eating a croissant. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're Christian. And in that painting in the Vatican, you see croissants. And
interesting.
Yeah. And then I wonder if they were over there eating cross-shaped donuts. Oh.
I was probably 31 when I went there. I don't think I was.
So what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, right.
Did you love Cusco?
42.
Did you love Cusco?
Yeah, I did. It was
I want
wild,
to move there.
man.
I want to live there 3 months.
Well, I don't know if I want to move there.
What about the Pisco?
Did you get sick at all?
No, yes, I was high the whole time. I was out of my mind with air sickness, oxygen sickness, and I felt high and in love. And I loved every bit of Peru. And that Hiram Bingham train from the Amazonian basin, from the Amazonian, from the basin up to Machu Picchu, White Glove service. one of the finest things I've ever done in my life. Finest
was-
silk, beautiful. You and I, John 3:16. Nate, we're singing from the same hymnal, okay? Blurry Creatures is the show. I'm going to let you have the final word before I shoot a little bit more BS. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Well, if you want to listen to a podcast that gets into the
Oh,
creatures,
you're not going to do an ad. No,
we are here.
Go
We're
ahead,
your
go
man.
ahead, go
Is
ahead.
that what you want? What do you want? What do you want from me?
Your show. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I love it. We had Mancow on our show. We talked about Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot's out there. I think the alien psyop is an interesting one. I think that like I said, all the above. There's probably parts of it that they're trying to leak out their version of what the aliens are. You know, there are other people who think that everything's a psyop now that comes down from the government. I don't think what's happening right now with the UFO and the disclosure is really something that the government wants to have come out. I think you have 3 whistleblowers that are kind of like Bob Lazar types.
A lot more is coming.
And yeah, I think that finally some guys
Exciting
are willing
times.
to step out. But I think they're
Exciting
afraid.
times.
I think they're honestly afraid. I think those guys are afraid for their life, and they're talking now because they think they're going to just disappear.
They talked about how their wives were threatened. They were threatened. People have been killed. They admitted people have been killed.
Exactly.
Stuff I've said. Oh man, Cal, you're crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, God, it's just amazing. It's all
You
come
believe
true.
you believe Bob Lazar is telling the truth? I do.
Brother, I
do.
know way more than I can tell you. But let me just
yeah.
tell you, the tippy top, they went through his record
Yeah.
like you can't. Yeah, lie detector tests. They tested him. They talked to anyone he ever knew before they put him on News Nation. Before they did that interview with the host of 60 Minutes Australia. Yeah. And you can't find one person who doesn't say, oh, well, that he's beyond reproach. He's beyond reproach.
It's interesting because I just watched a documentary about it, and I watched like 10 alien docs the last weekend because I was just like, I'm just going to work and watch alien docs because I don't want to do it. And, you know, you talk about this bathtub that the Pope had that you can't find it anywhere else in the world.
A rock from another planet.
Wow.
And they made a tub for the Pope.
So element 115 is supposedly this element that doesn't exist here. That's how you get these reactors to work on these spacecraft. And I tell Christians this all the time. It's not as easy as demons. When are demons bringing elements from unknown places? You know, if they're terrestrial, if they're stuck on Earth, how do you explain why a spiritual being needs an unknown element to do whatever he's doing? So it's more complex than that.
Look, we're not demons. My dog Cujo's not a demon.
Everything's a demon to a lot of people.
That's true. What did C.S. Lewis say? It's the fool that sees demons everywhere. It's the fool that sees them nowhere. Nate, I got to say goodbye to you. Blurry Creatures. Thank you. The show is great. I hope you'll mention that you were on this show, and so we can get another dozen people to click on here or something, whatever we got.
Hey,
bless you.
At least 5. Thanks,
okay.
man.
I'll take it. All right. So do we have any videos? Ralph, let's get through these quickly. Okay. That was great. Yeah. Okay, so can you guess who that is? So that is, am I on, I wonder? I'm probably on. So that is Culture Club. That is at, him. Oh, he was, he's sassy. He had sassy pants. All right. So I want to tell you. So Tinley Park, the worst place on earth. God, I hate that place to see a show. I'm looking at the tickets, and it went $4 to $3. Berlin, No More Words, right? Sex on the L. Great band. Great 80s band. Boy George had his hits, and the guy can sing. You saw how fat he got, but he can sing. About halfway through the show, I saw it. He lost all of his energy, and it died a slow death. But for $3, and another $75 per beer, it was great. And Howard Jones is always incredible. So he did a lot of virtue signaling about we should be able to love whoever we want. Of course, Howard's married with a child, but whatever. Play to the crowd, I guess. And there you go. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. No, that was Cosmopolitan, 2 sold-out shows. All the Pumpkin shows are selling out, like I said, and they have not – I don't think they've ever sounded this good. Something has happened And if you get a chance to see that, I'm going to hit, I think, all the Florida shows and the Texas shows. So there you go. And you won't see me here, but I'll be there. Anything else? Any other videos to hit? From what era? The 50s?
I would think 60s.
It's a flask. You put the booze in here, and then in the back, the shot glasses.
Right. Back in the days when college games, you couldn't take booze in. So, but you could take a radio in to listen to the game. So
beautiful. That man at one time, I think, had 1,300 radio stations. Started a little company called Clear Channel. That guy. Wow. Wow. You ever heard of Clear Channel? You ever heard of iHeartRadio? That's me hanging out with him yesterday in Cincinnati. A true legend. Not for everyone, but I sure like talking to him. Sure interesting. All right, what else we got? What else we got here? Cal 2023, my yearly trip to Jungle Gyms, where they have exotic meats.
Those glasses, they're awesome.
Thank you.
They make your face perfect.
Yeah, I think I'm good looking.
Fuck, what's going on here? What's going on here? The tall guy sitting on my friend. What just happened? Anyway, here you can get exotic meats. I'm going to get some anaconda. I'm going to get lion and tiger meat. I'm not kidding. And some ostrich, probably. So, Jungle Gym, Cincinnati. So that's a fun road trip. It is a crazy supermarket. And yeah, I lions and tigers and yak and elk and alligator and crocodile, and it went on, and I brought back about $500 worth in some coolers from Cincinnati. Got home at 2:30 this morning. All right, anything else? Anything else?
Sing this last bit with me, would you?
Okay. All right, that's Howard Jones, and he's great. If you don't know Howard Jones, who cares? All right, next video. Let's see what else we got.
Katy Perry
We'll wrap this up.
shirts at her show. Eat me.
Katy Perry.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is a Katy Perry shirt. Number 2. It's poop in a toilet. Classy.
Yeah, so the poop emoji and poop and poo and shit, and I gotta funny. God, that's what passes for clever. This is 2023. You think we're smarter than the last generation? You don't think we're de-evolving? Yeah, $50. There you go. It's a shirt with shit on it from Katy Perry. Hey, look, I got my shit shirt. Oh. Asses. Dumbasses. Okay, next.
Look at this.
Dude, no. No. That's blasphemy. Dear God. I'm having one of these and one normal one. Wish you were here. Skyline Chili, the greatest chili dog on earth. And someone said you went to Cincinnati to get a chili dog. Nah, actually, there's some in Indiana. Okay, next, if anything. Oh, the Sphere. The Sphere in that's a new stadium, and I've got tickets opening night to see U2. They're doing the entire Octun Baby album. That is billions of dollars. The MSG Sphere in Vegas, and it can look like an eyeball. It can look like a pumpkin. Right there, they have it looking like a moon, and it's almost. That's not worth a trip to see that, but it's something else. So there it is, the Sphere in Vegas. I saw a friend of mine lose $165,000 gambling. He had made $7 million a few days earlier in one day. $7 million. I mean, that's Mancow money. And so I saw him lose $165,000. True story. What you're about to hear, true. And there's a guy, looks like a crackhead, white guy, juggling. He doesn't have any hands. Hey, he doesn't have any hands. Come here. Oh. I give him $1, big spender. My friend, driving, I turn, he's mad at me. I can't believe you gave money to that parasite. And then he had, at one time, a friend of his, another guy knew somebody, and I show up and there's 10 girls. Yeah, take all of them if you want. No. No. And then I went to a massage. I wanted a massage, an honest massage. And I know nobody watching this. Yeah, right. He wanted an honest. I want a massage. That's it. I wanted a massage. Walk. They set it up. Want a massage. Massage. It's a massage place. Massage. Yeah, deep massage. No, I want a massage. What? No. And it's probably 12:30 at night. I go out and my friends are laughing. Guys, I don't do that. I wanted a massage. And there are people all over the parking lot. One girl has everything she owns, I imagine, in a circle around her that other people have picked through. And I see that she's been dropped off and she's got a cat. And there's guys standing in their own waste on the sidewalk and in the parking lot. Drugged up out of their minds. I'm done. That's it. I'm taking your car. I'm out of here. Oh, come on, man. We're partying, my friends. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Give me the keys. And there's people in the street. And there's the dancing guys. Yo, man. Yo. Look, I'm not anti somebody smoking a joint. We got the government involved. Why is the government now our drug dealer? So they can make the taxes. Same thing when you do heroin. Oh, they'll help you with methadone so they get rich. We've allowed these monsters to become our drug dealers. And so I said it, and I'll say it again. The old days of going and getting some shake, mostly seed, some stem, and having a nice joint and smoking it, and you feel okay. Oh, man, this new stuff, and you can't move for 2 days. No, thanks. Yeah, you got to go over to the dispensary, man. Greenleaf, where they'll put you on a list and take your gun. Yeah, man. And you buy a $10 worth of weed and give $80 to the government. Isn't it great? It's legal. And there's people contorted near death all over. You've seen these videos. It's every city. And I say this, legalizing drugs, really, I'm a libertarian. But why do we have to get them involved? Yeah, you know what? If we catch you with a joint, your buddy growing weed, we're not going to arrest you. That I'm okay with. By endorsing it and turning it into the mall, yeah, man, we've really done a number on our society. Any other videos? Anything else? Any Dice stuff? I had Dice. I hung out with Dice. There's me and Dice. Baby boy. Yeah. Any video? There was a video. Do we have the video of Dice? It doesn't matter. The comments online. Oh, he's doing a nursery rhyme. No, he did about 2.5 hours of original material. And then at the end, hickory dickory dock. It's like going to see Abbott and Costello and they don't do Who's on First. Okay? Or going to see the Stooges and they don't do Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn. These are classics. That's an 80s classic with Dice, and he went through them at the end, about 3 minutes worth. I'm glad I didn't go. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't go too, because it was a sold-out show, jerk face. I love the comments online from people that have never done, they've done 2 things in their life, jack and shit, but they're experts on everything now. God, I hate social media. God, I'd like to see some of these people and just, I don't know how old he is. He's out there selling out shows. Did you sell out Madison Square Garden with Guns N' Roses? He's doing the nursery rhymes. Tisk, tisk. One lady left and complained to Ron Onesti at the Arcada Theater. He's very dirty. It's Dice! Off to battle I go. Off to battle I go. They say there's going to be a river of blood. It's apocalypse now time, and I'm waiting for the flood. The ice is going to melt, the water's going to rise, and we're all going to hell, but they're keeping us advised on CNN. The dollar falls down, the yen going to climb. It's a moral decline, and I'm losing my mind. I think I'll just drift away to that island in my dreams. That place I go to, around your house, everything's good. Life is good. And then you go outside and you have to deal with people. Come on, admit it. You don't like people. Drift away. Just drift away. Sometimes I wish I could just drift away. Live in total fantasy. Turn everything off. Stop paying the cable bill. Close my eyes and just drift away. But then I come back to the real world. The mayor's a communist. There's graffiti everywhere. The shitheads are in charge. And they're looking at you. And they hate your guts. You can't do enough. You can never do enough. Come on. Give me more. More. I want it and I don't want to work. Respect. 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 All over the world. Respect. Respect me. Respect. You got to respect me. No, I don't. Goodbye. And his mom used to say, shut up.